So I want to talk about how long PhD interviews are in this video, just to give you a quick tip with dealing with your PhD interview. So if you don't know me, I am Professor Dave Maslach. I'm an Associate Professor of Innovation, Strategy, and Entrepreneurship, and I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people who help me out that I want to pay the favor for to help you out as much as I possibly can. So first things first, most professors are going to be wanting to make the PhD interview process as quick as they possibly can. So what they're trying to do is optimize on their time, just like how you're optimizing on your time. So they don't want to spend a tremendous amount of time interviewing individuals. They have other things to do. Remember, we're trying to always do research and we're trying to prioritize other different things. So PhD interviews are often something that we sort of quote unquote have to do, right? And a lot of us enjoy that, but a lot of us have to do those particular things. So sometimes people view them as a chore because it takes the efforts that you have away from actually doing research or the thing that you're trying to do. So what I want you to know is how long it actually takes to do a PhD interview, and it often takes as short as we can possibly sort of do it to ascertain how somebody is doing. So with the first kind of interview round, where maybe you're doing a Skype or a Zoom interview, it's Zoom these days, it is it's probably going to be 30 minutes, and it's going to be as quick as you can sort of go through, and that's where you're going to do the initial screen. And what you're trying to get at is a sense of this individual. But after, if you go to campus, and I know it's kind of weird at this moment, but even if you do like a virtual tour or something like that, what's going to happen is they're going to, you're going to get exposed to as many people as you possibly can that are either in the research lab or within the program that you're trying to do. So each one of those meetings are probably still going to be a half an hour. And so you might spend a whole morning, first of all, finding out with a couple of PhD students. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you'll meet with the, faculty member or a couple of different faculty members to get a sense of who they are. And so that whole thing is going to be like a morning or an afternoon. So imagine a couple of hours. It's going to be pretty exhausting for you because it's just like one thing after another and you just jump right into it. So just know that that's going to happen. But usually the first screen at that moment is going to be, half an hour to an hour. And, preferably it's a half an hour. Sometimes it takes a little longer to sort of ask questions and stuff like that, but everybody is trying to prioritize their time, and make sure that you're well aware of that you are also trying to prioritize their time. And, you get a sense that they want to go back to doing different things. So try not to sort of extend the interview a long time, but also, be very, cognizant that you are a real human being with questions and stuff like that. So, but just don't like drag it out. Sometimes people do that because they don't take the sort of social cues that it's time to sort of end things up. And a nice way to sort of end things up for you, if you're thinking that this is taking a long time and you're sort of well aware of that, and you just simply say, I've learned this over the years, is I want to prioritize your time. I don't want to take any more of your time. I know that you got many things to do, and that's all you have to say. And that kind of wraps things up, because it sort of takes it away from you if you're thinking about your own time. Sometimes you just have to sort of frame it in their time and say that they've got other things to do. So hopefully this helps you out, and good luck with all of your interviews and stuff. You're going to do well. And if you don't do well, just know that there is many opportunities out there, and you just have to keep going with them, and don't get frustrated with the process. We all have to deal. So one thing in academia that you get well aware of and you get well versed with is failure. You fail a lot. You get a lot of knocks along the way, and even though somebody might look impressive on the outside, they've experienced a lot of knocks. So just be well aware of that when you're going through that. If you get no's and rejections and stuff, that's part of the process. That's all it is. You just have to view it as part of the process. It has nothing to do with your basic skills and stuff, or your personality. All you have to do is if you're getting continuous knocks on something, then just reinvest in yourself if you're really, really dedicated about this. So maybe, in business, we've got this thing called the GMAT standardized, testing score. We often look at those particular things. If your GMAT's too low and you keep getting knocked because of your GMAT's too low, then just go back and take it again and, try to take the course, do all that kind of stuff, and then you'll get a higher score. If there is something that's unusual with your interviews, you're doing well with everything else, but then your interviews are not doing that well, then practice with somebody before you go into it and, get that nervous energy out. Sometimes that's what's going on. So, you're going to do well, and just be a decent person, be who you are, and enjoy the process, and just know it's a process. All right, so with that, good luck with this. So what I did is summarized how long it's going to take, and it's going to take probably about a half an hour. And if you're doing kind of, the later version of it, it's going to take a couple of hours where you get to know more people. So with that, that's all I want to say. Good luck and have fun. Take care. Bye.